Giants fans, game day is just around the corner. And I'm looking to go 4-1. And I know you're looking to go 4-1. If you want to go 4-1 and you want to beat the Green Bay Packers, it's really simple. All you got to do is hit that like button. Don't be the guy that doesn't hit the like button and we wake up on Monday and we're 3-2 and you're like, if I just would have liked that Weird Kids YouTube video, we'd be 4-1. Don't jinx it. Don't be that guy. You want to beat the Green Bay Packers? Like this video. Shout out to the real ones. You're watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. We have a loaded show to get to. We're going to go through the latest injury reports, and we have some big-time news surrounding Daniel Jones, Kadarius Toney, Wan'Dale Robinson, Leonard Williams, a lot of players. We have some updates on them, so stay tuned. And then we're also going to go through a Giants versus Packers preview, kind of a 2-for-1, lucky for you. I'll give you 5 key things that I think need to happen if the Giants want to beat the Packers. So we got a preview and we got an injury update. Let's get right to it. Let's talk about Daniel Jones and everything that's surrounding number 8, as he had to leave Sunday's game due to an ankle injury and then came back and pretty much just played wide receiver and had some really good handoffs to Saquon Barkley. He was a limited participant in Wednesday's practice, and when he was asked by the media, he said, a lot of progress the last couple of days. I think it's good news for Daniel Jones. We'll talk about that in a second. But let's see what Daniel Jones had to say to the media today about how he was feeling. He said, Sunday's a little bit away, so I think I'll continue to progress throughout the week and see how I feel. But I am confident in my ability to throw from the pocket, throw outside the pocket, and make plays from both. We know Daniel Jones is one tough SOB. If he's able to get out onto that football field, he's going to play. He's played through injury time and time again. But I do think, and according to reports, Daniel Jones sounds like he's going to play this Sunday. Ryan Dunleavy, who covers the Giants, said, the Giants do not plan to sign another quarterback this week, I'm told. So that tells me all you need to know about their confidence in Daniel Jones' availability. Now it's Tyrod Taylor or Davis Webb as QB2, and I'm right there with Ryan. If the Giants did not believe that Daniel Jones was going to play this Sunday, they would have signed one of the 3 quarterbacks they worked out with. It's Wednesday. They're traveling to London tomorrow. If they don't sign one today, number 8's going to play, guys. That's good news. Dan Duggan also echoing the same sentiments that Ryan Dunleavy did. He said, strongest sign that Daniel Jones will be ready for Sunday. Brian Lewerke, who was on standby in a local hotel after working out on Tuesday, was sent home. All signs point towards Jones starting with Davis Webb as the number 2, unless Tyrod Taylor clears concussion protocol. In English, Daniel frickin' Jones is going to play this Sunday. Is he going to be 100%? Probably not. Am I concerned a little bit about that? 100%. Because as we know, and we'll show you in a second, the Packers have a great defensive line. The Giants' offensive line hasn't been great in the pass blocking department. They've had to use Jones' mobility to give him more time to throw, so I'm a little worried on what it's going to be like this Sunday. But if you're excited or you want Daniel Jones to play this week, type 8 in the comment section right now. I want everybody that wants to see Daniel Jones out there. If you want your quarterback out there playing against the Packers in London this Sunday, type 8 in the comment section right now. We do have other players on the injury report to get to. This coming out of Wednesday's practice. These players did not participate. Cordell Flott, he's dealing with that calf injury. Kenny Golladay's dealing with that sprained MCL. He's probably going to be out a while. Richie James also did not participate due to an ankle, and Julian Love is still dealing with that concussion. I don't expect him to play this week, but I could see him back next week for sure. Henry Mondo, the player that was carted off for the Giants, he's dealing with that ankle injury. He did not participate. Azeez Ojulari, the edge rusher, did not participate due to a calf injury. Another calf injury for Azeez. Not a good look. Already missed a couple games, the first 2 games of the year this year because of a calf injury. We need him out there. He's one of, if not our best pass rushers. This Giants team is better with Ojulari on the field. Doesn't sound like he'll be there this Sunday. And Tyrod Taylor, he did not participate at practice either. He is dealing with that concussion he sustained against the Chicago Bears. These were the limited participants in practice, meaning they did some stuff, but they did not do all things. Much better than people that did not participate, though. Daniel Jones, he was limited with an ankle. DJ's playing. He's too tough. He bleeds Giants blue. He's going to play. Evan Neal was a limited participant as well. Not too sure about his status for Sunday. Sounds like he has a chance, though, if he's practicing on Wednesday. And what do you know? Wan'Dale Robinson and Kadarius Toney were limited participants in practice. Everybody clap it up. Just clap it up, because these two guys, we need them out there because we only have 2 healthy wide receivers on the roster. I need to see Wan'Dale Robinson, and we all need to see Kadarius Toney. Other people that were limited participants, Nick McLeod dealing with the hammy, Fabian Morrow, the veteran DB that had a couple nice plays last week, he's dealing with the foot. And Leonard Williams, the big cat, he was limited. If Leonard Williams can go this week, that's going to be really big for the Giants. Wouldn't it be an awesome world where we got to see a Giants defensive line at full strength with Leonard Williams, Azeez Ojulari, sexy Dexter Lawrence, and Kayvon Thibodeau? I'd do some pretty nasty things in this world to see those 4 guys play football at the same time. Let's hope it happens at least 1 week this year. But this is why you subscribe to New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, because whether we're live, whether we're at the house, whether we're wherever we are, we're going to keep you guys up to date on the latest Giants news and rumors. And guys, we crossed over 14,000 subs. That's a credit to you guys. Shout out to y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it. But we flew by it. The next goal, 15,000 subs. We're 769 away. I'm really bad at math, but I think that checks out. We're already almost a third of the way there. You love the Giants? You want to beat the Packers? Go down right now and hit that big red button. Let's go through my keys to victory for this Sunday against the Pack. Number 1, feed Saquon Barkley. I think that's been on every single key to victory so far through the season, but this game more than ever, because the Packers' run defense is one of the worst in the NFL. And Saquon Barkley, he's the best, and he's been the best back in the NFL through the first 4 weeks. And I think you can make a strong argument that Saquon Barkley is in MVP contention. 84 carries, a league best 463 yards on the ground, 5.5 yards per pop, 2 rushing touchdowns, and he's been a factor in the receiving game as a weapon. 15 carries for 107 yards. Saquon Barkley is him, and he's better than ever. This is the best form of Saquon Barkley that we've ever seen, and we need him to go off this week. We got to make him a feature point of this offense because the Packers' rush defense, it's cheeks. They allow 127 yards per game, which is the 22nd most in the NFL. They are not very good at stopping the run. If you want to beat the Packers, you need to feature Saquon Barkley in your attack on offense. I could see him having a really, really big game this Sunday against the Packers. But I want to ask you guys a question. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks Saquon can have a big game. I want to hear from you, though, because y'all are the real ones, and I value your opinions. Let me know what you think. 100 rushing yards for Saquon this Sunday. What do you think? Type O for over, or you can go down and type U for under. I also want to give a shout out to our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. When you go to chatsports.com/bet and use that promo code chat125, they're going to hook you guys up with a 125% deposit bonus. Meaning, if you go to chatsports.com/bet, use the promo code chat125, deposit $100 into your account, they're going to give you a free $125. So you'll have 225 bones to bet on. Bet on the Giants. Maybe $10 on the Giants this week, money line, 8-point dogs. You'll get a really, really nice turnout. You can bet on the Giants, bet on the Knicks, bet on the Mets, bet on the Yankees. You could do it all at BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125. Just like the Giants need to run the football, on the defensive side, they got to stop the run. Because the Packers have been fueled this year on the ground. Their offense relies on a dominant ground attack, and they have 2 really good running backs. Aaron Jones is a stud, and A.J. Dillon is a stud. They love to run the football. As much as they like to rely on Aaron Rodgers, they like to run the football. Aaron Rodgers hasn't thrown for more than 255 yards in a game this season because they got guys like Aaron Jones who's averaging 82 yards per game. And their backup running back, A.J. Dillon, is averaging 53 yards per game. They both have a touchdown. Aaron Jones is averaging 6.8 yards per carry. He's the more explosive guy. He's going to be featured in the pass game a little bit more. A.J. Dillon's their guy that runs it in between the tackles and their short down yardage back. You want to beat the Packers, you got to stop these two guys on screen from having a field day. Another guy you got to slow down, and this one's really, really tough to do. Just don't let Aaron Rodgers go crazy. Don't let him throw for 5 touchdowns and 400 yards. He's one of the best, if not the best throwers of the football that has ever played in the NFL. But he is human, and you can stop him. He hasn't been all that great this year. He's been solid. Not great, though. Completing 69% of his passes, nice. How nice is that? He's thrown for 935 yards in 4 games, 6 touchdowns, but he's also thrown 3 interceptions. That's more interceptions than sometimes he throws in a 10-game stretch. He will turn the ball over. This is a young wide receiver core the Packers have with Allen Lazard and Romeo Doubs. The Giants, they got to get after Aaron Rodgers. Their O-line has been shaky, a little bit better once David Bakhtiari got back. But you can get pressure on Rodgers. You can make him uncomfortable, and he'll throw the football to you. He's already done it a couple times this year. Let's just spam the comments. F12. F12. Not that 12, but this 12. Aaron Rodgers. I want everyone to type F12 in the comment section. Because remember, guys, it's all about mindset. It's FGB and it's F12. You want to go into London and eat some cheese on Sunday? It's all about mindset. F12 right now in the comment section. They got to protect Daniel Jones this week. We already know he's not going to be 100%. Dealing with that ankle injury. The Giants' offensive line has not been good so far this year. They need to keep him upright. You're not going to be able to do the play-action bootlegs and the rollouts and the sprint outs as much this week with Daniel Jones having that ankle injury. So you're going to have to protect him because you haven't done that so far this year. The Giants have offensive line has allowed 14 sacks so far this year, which is the 6th most in the NFL. And bad news for the Giants, they're going against one of the best pass rushes in the NFL. Rashawn Gary, he's so freaking good at football. 5 sacks on the season. Preston Smith, he's a gamer. Kenny Clark, he's one of the best interior defensive linemen in the NFL. If you want to beat the Packers, you have to keep these 3 guys out of the backfield. You got to keep these guys off Daniel Jones. You have to protect him. He's not going to be able to use his mobility like he did the past couple of weeks to buy time. Got to block Gary. You got to block Smith. You got to block Clark. If you don't, it could get really, really ugly really, really quick. And this is kind of a cop-out answer, but I really think it matters in this game. When you're the underdog, when you're not expected to win, if you want to win the football game, you got to win the turnover battle. That's about as chalk as it gets, and I'm sorry for being one of those guys right now, but it is that important this week. If the Giants win the turnover battle, they are going to have a good chance to win this football game. That means on offense, Saquon, high and tight, Tom Coughlin style. Daniel Jones, don't have any what-the-hell plays. Don't turn the football over. No fumbles, no interceptions. On defense, can I get a strip sack from Kayvon Thibodeau? Can I have Xavier McKinney jump in front of one? Can Adoree Jackson make a play? You have to win the turnover battle this week if you want to get to 4-1 on the season. To close out this video, I want to ask you guys a question. To predict the score in the comments section. Let me know the winner and your score prediction. The first person, the only person, the first person to predict the winner and the correct score without editing your comments. Don't be a bozo, no shiesty shit, none of that. If you predict the winner, you predict the score, and you don't edit your comments, and you're the first one to do so, I will personally Venmo you $25 out of my pocket. You'll get $25 from Marshall Green. Predict the score, predict the winner. The first person that gets it right, I'll Venmo you $25.